Hi guys, good morning everybody. It's Monday and that means it is time to get back to work day and sweat day because today will be a high of 29 degrees and let's be honest, it's not going to be fun. Okay? In the sun, it's definitely not in the sun. Right now, Ed's hiding in the air conditioner. The cat was hiding in the air conditioner with me and Ed. We were basically all piled up on the bed together. The air conditioner blew in full blast. Air conditioner is still going full blast, and of course, we are going to need to clean the house because, unfortunately, the house is getting kind of seedy, and we all know what that means. Yeah, yuck, 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 yuck. I hate a dirty house, especially kitchen floor again is atrocious. So, well, how you doing? The weekend was okay. We got some things done for fun this weekend. Let's get ready to go over to the piano for the mods. Yeah. Okay. So we had a good weekend. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was hot. It was hot on Saturday and Sunday. And, of course, I stunk to high hell. I already knew that. Because of the sweat and the heat and the... I hadn't seen a lot of bugs this year, but, yeah, just... it just was very, very hot. But today we have a topic, which is the... an economist discussed it, and I wanted to give my views on it. And that is the situation with the homelessness is happening. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because we talked about how investment people are buying up houses for cash. Yes, they are literally walking in attaché cases of money and actually giving them to the homeowners, either is cash or a bank check. They are not using mortgaging. They're not using any kind of special, programs like for low income housing. They are buying houses outright for cash. They will walk up to an owner and they will offer them an attaché of cash. That sounds like something out of Cutthroat Kitchen. In this suitcase, I have $400,000 unmarked $100 bills. Okay, you sell me the house for $400,000 and they're yours. Okay, sounds good. Especially if a struggling homeowner hasn't been able to sell the house. And they go, okay, sure. Because I mean, Siri offered me $200,000, and well, your offer sounds really tasty. What does the investment person do with that money? They turn them into rents, and then they rent that house out. This doesn't sound so bad, except they don't rent it for fair market rent. They go way beyond fair market rent, which means that the kind of people that would need the housing, which is almost everybody, all of a sudden can't afford it. And they fall behind in the rent. And a lot of these people were depending on the eviction moratorium to protect them, which expires in less than 2 weeks. And what happens then is they're going to be joining the 1.4 approximately million homeless people already on the streets. There's expected to be over 2 million more people looking for a home who are going to be on the streets destitute and broke. Talk about drama. Talk about reality. And yet, it doesn't seem like there's much you can do. Exactly. Yes, exactly, Carolyn. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And we know California is not exactly the best when it comes to rents. Neither is New York City. New York City is just a city. It is expensive to live in New York. Okay? So the sad truth is that people need housing. The eviction moratorium prevented the landlords from throwing them in the street. It did not give eviction forgiveness. So landlords have already gotten their fingers, and their lawyers are all set to go to the eviction housing and go ahead and throw your butts out in the street. Solution? I'm sorry, honey, there isn't one. That's why I moved from California. Yeah, I understand that. How you doing, Dankness? California is just a canary in the coal mine, though, Carolyn. You understand that? Because look at Los Angeles, look at San Fran, the number of homeless encampments. They're even going up in places. Homeless tent cities are showing up even in Winsted. I mean, not just one or two homeless people. We're talking about dozens of homeless people living in tent cities. How I pressed that limit too. I haven't tried being a holy priest. I've been a shadow priest, and I've been a disciplined priest, but I'm also a paladin. Toprova is a paladin. And I got to get her up. It's been too hot to really play, so I've been just kind of staying away from the game because of the heat. Well, my morning is okay, but it's already humid and sticky here, and it's hot, and it's just not very comfortable right now. Lots of people take advantage of the system. They did not pay rent when they had the money. Now they're being evicted and crying. Well, that's true. You're right. A lot of them did play the system. I'm sure that many of them didn't even think of trying to go to the Lord and go, hey, you know what? I'm behind rent right now, but I'm going to keep paying you what I can, and then we'll try to pay you when I get my stimulus check. You see, that's the problem, was just that. They were depending on the government to give them the help with the stimulus check. Right now, there currently has only been three. Okay, the three stimulus checks. And the one thing I have to say to the Biden administration is this. You only gave us, three. Under Trump, okay, he only gave us three. You only gave us one. From the very beginning, it could have been a reoccurring monthly stimulus check from the beginning. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you just go ahead and make it a monthly reoccurring? You could have done that from the beginning. They're actually thinking about canceling the emergency declaration of the pandemic in December. Oh, that's changing too, because Monica, Connecticut is also one of the states that is getting away from the unemployment boost money. Connecticut is one of the states that is going to a bonus system. Okay, unemployment bonuses are ending in Connecticut. I think it's this month. And it's one of the first Democratic states to actually end it. Also, the emergency food stamp program in many states is ending this month, actually. Connecticut hasn't necessarily said it's going to end this month, but the writing is coming up on the wall, and that they are going to be ending it soon. So yeah, that's true, but the fact is there's lots of jobs, but no one's hiring right now. I mean, no one's applying for the jobs. Stimulus of $3,000 on the worked under the table and is still crying. He does not have enough money. Well, I don't know enough of the situation to say why he'd be crying. I think it's a surprise. Is your friend on disability by any chance? Or is he eligible for disability? Yeah, I don't know. a lot of people also have to remember things have gotten really expensive here. If you look around at the store, the prices are insane for a lot of things. She has made more this year than her entire life. Drugs and alcohol, so she doesn't won't work out. Oh, there's a problem. Drugs and alcohol. She wants to be another Maynard. Maynard from the many lives of Dobie Gillis. Work? Me work? Why should I work? Because if you don't, you can't pay your bills. Oh, who cares? When I'm foreclosed, I mean. Okay, then you're going to end up on the street along with everybody else. Me and Ed were talking about that. He's still kind of pushing the Florida dance. I'm not really sure if moving right now is a good idea. I think it would be best for me to stay put until things stabilize. And federal income tax is almost double what it was before the stimulus because I don't want another 6 months free rent, over $500 a week to stay home. Why work? Exactly what was going on. That's why the states, over 22 Republican states and one Democratic state in Connecticut, have decided that they're going to end the EIP and just go and offer instead back to work bonuses. Yeah. So the problem is what are you going to do with all the homeless we already have? The 1.4 million people, we can't even service those people. How are we going to service another 2 million people ending up in the homeless system? I don't even know how we're going to work this out. Of course, it doesn't help any when you got these investment people that coming in there and buying these houses for cash with money in attaché cases and flashing it around to the owners and going, yeah, you want money? I got money. Here's $350,000 in cold hard cash, unlocked. Here you go. I want your house and I want the keys. Some people are struggling themselves to go, ka-ching! Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Have a nice day, sucker. And then the poor schmucks in the woods end up renting their own house. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. That probably happens too. Because the poor person probably didn't think they could get any for eviction protection, foreclosure protection. Oh, Lord. Some of the homeless put themselves there. Yes, yeah, that's true. But some of them didn't exactly mean to end up there in that situation. I was homeless for a short time. It wasn't because I put myself there. It was because I had no place to go. I'm on disability and prices have gone up. I struggle. Then see people on of her kind pisses me off. Oh yeah, I know. I understand that. How come? You're right. How come they don't actually even offer those homeless people those vacant houses? There's actually whole tracts of housing available in some areas that could easily have been given to the homeless, given for free. With one stipulation: you fix it up. It's your job. Yeah, I gave you the house. I gave you the keys. Okay, I will give you. We'll wait in the town of blah blah. I'll give you 1 year property taxes waiver. So fix up the place. Oh, that's exactly what I would do with it. I just do just that. So if the town of blah blah or whatever says to me, Okay, well, here's the house that's been abandoned for about 10 years. It has not. It has no electricity and it has no gas in it. Some copper pipe pirate stole the plumbing and electrical wiring. You'll have to go ahead and replumb and rewire it yourself. Now, you know what? We're going to give you years off for your taxes. So you just go ahead and wire it up and you can get an occupancy permit and live in it after you can guarantee at least that the house is safe and that the roof don't leak and that the toilet flushes. Or that you have a suitable outhouse. I take it. I've had a soft spot for homeless all my life. I've helped many homeless. Brought into my house, large clothes. Yes, absolutely. I've done the same thing. Doesn't mean they were all thankful, though. Unfortunately, as much as I wish homeless Mike was thankful at the time, I think he was, but he just had another side of him that was like, frankly, my dear, I don't give a crap. Well, okay. My houses right now is through the roof. Yeah, well, prices in the houses is gonna drop like a rock. I'll tell you why. After the homeless crash happens in about 2 weeks, those investors that bought those houses for cash, inflated prices, are going to find out that the high rents that they want, no one can afford them. And they're going to basically stuck sitting on a white elephant and they're going to go, what can I do with this place? Nobody's renting. Nobody's nibbling. First of all, if I were you, I'd bring your rent down to reality. Yeah. Right, because no one's buying. That's why these investors are jumping and buying these places en masse. En masse. I mean, they're coming in there and they're buying whole streets of houses. Not one house, not two houses, whole streets. And the problem is you're buying whole streets of houses at prices that nobody else can afford because you're offering people attaché cases full of $100 bills. We need to be able to we need to go back to making money bigger, more the values than $100 bills. They need to come back with the $1,000 bill and maybe the $5,000 bill and maybe the $10,000 bill. If you're going to be walking around with that kind of cash, then you should make it smaller size currency or bigger size currency to allow people to carry more money and less space. Exactly, Michelle. Some stole. One man was dressing in my clothes, but mental illness comes into play. Some like the homeless lifestyle. Yeah, I know they do. I know there's some that do. So true, Monica, because Monica says, my sister works for a builder. They're not accepting new contracts as of today. Right. A house around the corner from me sold for over $200,000 when its listed price was. Are you gonna get vaccinated? No. Hey Angela, how you doing? Monica says, heard. How did your vax go? Morning to you. Guys, why don't you come on the panel? It's kind of lonely up here. I mean, the panel's open. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the panel for the mods, and there's like nobody here. I was like, where did everybody go? It's like the same thing with the Saturday night. Nobody came on the panel Saturday night either, so I ended up sitting here all by myself. Oh, I forgot to put that up on the screen. All right, let me put that chat up. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I know. That's actually here. I just forgot to switch over to that. All right, there we go. But like I said, I mean, I was really, really surprised that nobody came on the panel on Saturday night. I mean, Skynet was on the public panel, but my mods weren't on the mod panel. And we're watching the chat. Okay. X Sunday says, "Oh, well, some people like the homeless lifestyle. We need to build a city just for them special people." They do. It's called Concrete City. California, Concrete City already exists. Concrete City, California already exists. XXX Sunday. Well, anyway, I'm glad the Saturday show went well. We did have the music show last night on the Discord. I'm sorry to say, some of the music just was not that enthusiastically pleasing, especially listening. I don't know. I played the Ross Collins band. That was kind of weird. Okay, good. Finally, Monica wants to join today. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Good.
So last night on the real quick on the
go ahead.
On the AM 1610 Silvermoon radio, we had played a couple of music albums. We played the Ross Collins band. I never heard of the Ross Collins band. We played 2 albums of The Best of Bread. And we played some Frank Sinatra. We played some. What was the last one we played? We did not play Kansas. I didn't play Kansas. There was only one song from Wayward Son. I didn't know Wayward Son was by Kansas. Okay, whatever. But I just I didn't really like the music over it. I thought the music, well, maybe because it was so hot. I just like, yeah, this isn't my thing. I kind of felt like doing what Doris Day did and just take the stack of records and throw them against the wall and say, these suck. Although it did, the bread wasn't half bad. What do you think? How you doing, Ray Ray? I see you. Yeah, I see you too. Yep. So Rachel, why don't you come on the panel? It's the link that's in the support group. It's the link we've been using for the last few days, or last few weeks actually. We posted the meet link and support as other mods can join up. Absolutely. I guess they didn't look good for the pins. It was a pinned link. I also sent a copy.
Yeah, sometimes on the phone you can't pull up the pin link, so I always just repost it.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the point is the I also gave a copy of the link to Lolly, of course. So just like it said,
and she's got it on Twitter.
Yeah, she's got it on Twitter. Yeah, I sent it to her. I imagine I might in a few, Michelle. I got 3 kiddos this morning. That's kind of hectic. Okay. Requested the meet link support so the mods can jump up. Okay. Well, anyway, the thing is that Rachel, we're talking about the fact is, the eviction moratorium based on the CDC is going to expire in 2 weeks. And unfortunately, as we all know, several tenants will be forced out on the street. Approximately 2 million of them. There appears to be over 2 million evictions across the country being filed. those people are going to be stuck finding a real hard, and it's very difficult to find housing because this market is just, the rents are ridiculously too high. There's not enough income in their bank to afford it. Now, in my case, me and Ed have been paying our rent on time every month, so we're don't have to worry. But we were talking about moving, and I told Ed, I said, right now, I think this would be the worst time to move. If you were to do it when the market crashes and landlords are desperate, right, exactly. But in all fairness, people are now going to pay for not using the stimulus money for bills, etc. Okay, Carolyn tried to come on, but she couldn't come on. I'll tell you what. Let me open the public panel too, because that one is public, and I can have both open. That way, Carolyn,
Michelle,
because Carolyn
she should have been able to get on if she went to the link. Did it ask her to say join?
Yeah. Okay. Let me explain that. I mean, did you use it on your phone? Did you use it on your tablet? Did you use it on your desktop? If you click on the link, if you're on your phone, it's going to require you to download an app. If you're using it on your desktop, it should bring you right in to it. Says I'm surprised to join. Yeah, I know, Rachel. Well, let me get the public one up anyway. I'll put the public one up anyway, just in case so you can try to work on it here, and you should be able to.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on. Don't do that. Hold on.
Oh, it's already too late. I already did that.
Okay. You might be sorry, but okay. Not because of Carolyn.
Okay, Carolyn. So, okay, let's see now.
Carolyn will be great. She'll be.
I'm gonna see if I can remove my own link here. Oh, guess not. I can't. I don't want to remove Nightbot from moderator.
No, Nightbot's a good mod. Nightbot's a very fair mod. Haha.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me go ahead and open that link myself in the other window here. All right. At least that way, in case somebody can't join on the other one, at least they can still join on that one. So, yeah, I just think it's, frustrating. And the Biden administration doesn't realize that he's opened up a huge Pandora's box. But some of the problems actually don't come specifically from the Biden administration, but rather from existing problems that already were getting out of control.
Yeah, I agree. What did she say?
She said, your audio is choppy. I thought I could join through Discord. No. You got to join us at Google Meets. We don't use the Discord system on this panel in the morning. We don't use the Google Meets link, Carolyn. So what I would do is, now in the support group, there's a link, and we just put up the public Google Meets link for now. There's a link there, and it tells you how to get there in the NASQ support group. Yep. I'm gonna hop in right now.
I put it in the inner sanctum for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, put it in the sanctum. I don't think she's in that. I didn't even think
she's
of
not in. She's not in the Privy Council. She's in the inner sanctum.
Okay. She's not there in the really small area, right? So post the link over there.
And she hasn't accepted my friend request yet, so I couldn't send it to her privately. So I just dropped it in inner sanctum because it's going to expire in a day or two anyway. So
All right.
And everybody in Inner Sanctum should be trustworthy too. So, for the panel.
Yeah.
Now, my audio's choppy, you said?
Okay. Right.
Michelle?
So she doesn't know what she knows the Inner Sanctum, but I don't think she knew. I forgot not all the mods are in the same group. So let me just copy the same link myself and paste it in the Inner Sanctum too.
I just did it.
Oh, okay. So I just copied
Already done. Yep. So she's just got to click that and then follow the instructions on her phone and she'll be able to get in.
Right. Yeah, the problem is that Frontier's internet is okay. Here it goes.
Here she comes.
Andrew Scott just joined us.
Okay.
Hello, Andrew. How you doing?
Monica, everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning, Andrew.
Hello.
Well, afternoon there.
Yeah, afternoon. That's
7 hours ahead of me. Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. Really good.
Yeah.
Did you see the top secret message this morning?
Yeah, did
Right on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time.
And that's all we're going to say.
Ed is in bed sleeping.
Yeah, Ed doesn't get up this
It's
early.
hot. Yeah, look, he slept with me last night.
Guess.
Along with
Skynet's asking where Ed is?
Yes, Skunky was wondering where Ed was.
Oh, Skunk Ape. Okay, yeah.
Well, it's a bit early for Ed, isn't it?
Yes. Ed gets up around 11, right, Michelle? Between 11 and 1?
Yeah. It's getting hot now. I got a window fan blowing on me over here right now. I had to set the fan to low speed so it wouldn't make too much noise in the microphone. And
oh, right. Caroline's saying she's new to Discord. It does take a while to get used to it, if you haven't used it before.
Yeah. Too much sleep is bad for Ed. Do you know what time you went to bed last night? 5 a.m. I don't think he has to worry about not getting enough sleep.
No, I think he'll be fine.
Carolyn, I put the link in the same one where you asked the question, how do I join the panel? I put the link for the panel in that same one you were in.
In the Inner Sanctum, the NASQ Inner Sanctum.
Yes.
Did you actually put it right to her name? Because I can do it for you.
It's linked right there. It's a very thing right above what I just typed. So it shouldn't be anything she miss.
All right.
Oh, you're using your phone. Right. Okay.
Let me get in. Let me just send a link here because they have it too. Carolyn could be free. Yeah,
Carolyn, I didn't have to install Google Meets. It doesn't make you do it the first time. It asks you, and you can say just through the website, and just go through the website.
Right.
All right. Somebody's ding-donging me. Oh. No, nobody's ding-donging me. So, right now we got 11 people on, only 3 likes. Come on, guys. I know. Homelessness isn't exactly likable.
Michelle, I looked for Silvermoon radio thing, but it wasn't on. Maybe it was on too early or something. But
yeah, it wasn't on. Maybe it was on too early.
No, I think I was too early for it. I think maybe by the time
she sends out an invite when she's getting ready to start it, so it won't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next time, just watch that, and then you can just click that, and it takes you right there, and you just have to click join. And it just tells you
in your
no
case,
voice
it'll probably be
allowed.
about midnight your time, and then when you go on there, they're usually on Sundays they will be streaming.
Oh, okay.
She usually plays most nights. She plays relaxing music, so you could listen while you fall asleep.
Yeah. See, I think I might have been a bit too early for it because I thought it was during the afternoon, like my time.
Oh, yeah, it's 5 o'clock at night on our time. She starts it, so yeah, it's sleep time for you.
Yeah, it's sleep time for me. It's
midnight.
Midnight to 5 a.m. for you. So,
Hey, Skunk, Dank, Out in the Wire, and everyone else I've missed.
but if you go to the Patreon, the music is uploaded there, so you can always go back and listen
All
to
right,
it.
okay. No
I just
problem.
didn't upload it. I just didn't get last night's uploaded yet. I'm gonna get to it. It's just it's so stinking hot. Humidity's nuts and miserable. So, and I gotta rename the stream to something that's appropriately matches our stream name, and then we gotta upload that, and then upload the MP4 and the MP3. That's gonna take a little while. So I don't know where says things playing well. Hard to comment. I'm getting a night. I'm a night owl as well. Yeah, but you know the thing is, Rusty got birds in the fur again. Yeah, I got the birds out of your fur. Yeah, you must be miserably hot with all that fur on your body, Mister Free Cat.
Surprised he's not sitting next to the fan or something.
Well, yeah, the thing is I don't understand the logic of this because how could a cat that basically has a big, thick coat of fur, he's like a Maine Coon type cat, he's got this thick coat of fur, and he's like, and then of course he's sitting and he wants to lay next to me, and he's making me sweat just looking at him. Yeah, making me sweat just looking at you. You're a hot thing.
You know, my cats asked to go outside, and then when I open the door, they just kind of look and stand there. So I say, "Yeah, it's hot," and shut the door.
No way.
Yep.
Well, he runs around in the bushes and catches mice and birds and rodents and frolics along with the other cats.
Does he take them? Does he take them back to your house?
Sometimes he does.
Right. So look what I've got.
Summertime, you might find a
Yep.
few dead
He's
mice
trying
laying
to
around
take
the
care of
house.
He's trying to help take care of Michelle. That's what they do.
Yep.
They say it's mostly female cats that do that. I don't think that's entirely true because he does it too.
Yeah. Female cats do it primarily, but males will also do it.
Yeah, because I think that they have to take care of those stupid humans that don't know how to take care of themselves.
Yeah, the ones that don't have any hair. One time, we had this cat when we were growing up, and she would bring upstairs. We would always plant tomatoes and Utah sweet corn and stuff, and just in a private garden in our backyard. And this cat would bring up these big, huge green worms, and she'd bring them up on my dad's feet, and my dad would go out and spray for bugs. They were big. I remember they were like 3 or 4 inches.
So I think the cat was trying to say is, I think you need to take care of your pest control.
Yep. The cat was saying, "Dad, look what I found."
That's it. It's like a trophy to them.
Yeah.
Big cat. But the problem is, Rusty, is you're so furry. And the worst thing is these furs he sheds in the summertime. And then it sticks to you like fiberglass insulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how hot is it there just now? Is it pretty hot where you guys are?
Let's see. I would say maybe about 28, 29 degrees.
All right. It's pretty warm.
All right, Rusty. Come on. I gotta look at something up here. I don't want to.
Right now for me it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which.
What is the weather in Winston, Connecticut?
It's currently cloudy and 27 degrees in Winston, Connecticut.
Yeah, so pretty humid as well with the cloud, I suppose.
Yeah.
My humidity is at 29%, which is relatively high for me.
All right, okay.
That's relatively high for me because I live in a desert.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
My humidity is like 69.
Our coolest day this week.
Okay.
Current humidity is like 69%.
Yeah, that's.
We finally got rain yesterday after 2.5 weeks with no rain at all.
I know. I heard all my British friends online are getting rain. I'm so jealous.
Finally, yeah.
Also, I did contact Dimitri Pruden about the ears. He said that he's did make some prototypes with the thicker latex. And he hadn't got back to me and let me know when he'll be able to ship out a pair. But so he did make some prototypes. And of course, he said that he would consider making silicone ears for people that are sensitive to latex. But he said the problem is the manufacturing technique is different. And he doesn't know if he'll be able to make it happen in the near future. So that's all I can tell you. So if you want ears, guys.
Is he going to make me some Spock ears for free? I'm just kidding. I think that's so cool that he's doing that for you.
Yeah, he's making extra reinforced ears for me. And so obviously I'll be demoing the new ears and comparing them with existing stock ears and see how they do. Tried to copy a link.
Yeah, I think that one should work now. The one that's there.
I don't know what her phone is. I don't even know if her phone is an Android phone or if it's a Google phone or if it's a T-Mobile phone or if it's an old flip phone from God knows when. I don't know what kind of phone she has.
If it's Android, it should still let her.
If it's Android, it should work fine, even from Discord.
Yeah.
When you go into the Discord, you click on the link on the phone. It's going to ask you, do you want to leave Discord to go to this link? And then you hit yes.
So what's everyone been talking about today?
So we're talking about the homeless situation in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact
when does that expire? When does the
eviction term expires in less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Wow. Yep. Okay.
And they say that there's over 2 million evictions pending.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's a hell of a lot.
Over 2 million evictions are pending.
Yeah. Well, that's in a way, I suppose.
That means that there is going to be more people being evicted than there's housing, even if they could afford it, which they probably can't.
Yeah, the housing.
And so they're going to end up living in tent cities, more than likely.
It's a complete seller's market.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a seller's market thanks to your friends in China and their pandemic.
Well, no, my sister, like I said, she works for a builder, and their lumber yard called and said, we know you built 280 homes last year, but we're only going to be able to sell you lumber for 200 homes.
All right. Okay.
And so it's also supply and demand.
Yeah, there is a bit of that as well.
Right.
A lot of different elements that are adding towards.
Yep. And so they aren't taking any more new contracts. They'll finish the building contracts they've got with existing customers, but if they build anything, it's going to be spec homes, or they call tract housing, or cookie cutter homes.
Mm-hmm.
What they call tract housing or cookie,
Oh, that would be interesting out in the wire if that's possible.
Clinical senior cooking. I love that. What's clinical senior cooking? Does anyone know? I'm reading the captions for my own words. What's clinical senior cooking?
I have no idea.
It sounds like something like a person is saying is, I'm a senior, but I need to make sure my food meets my dietary requirements. Okay. What about your housing? Does your housing meet your senior requirements? Now that's the question me and Ed are trying to bang our head against the walls about, because we're like, well, we both need housing that's on the ground floor, really. I mean, or one that has a few stairs, ideally. The problem is right now it's a seller's market, and it's a mess. I told Ed, I said, we best to stay where we are. Don't move. Don't go nowhere yet.
Yep.
He's like, I want to go back to Florida to a 55 plus senior community. Well, that's fine, but can we get one when it's not a seller's market right now? It's not the time to go looking.
No, yeah, exactly. It's the worst time to do it. Take it from somebody who used to be a real estate agent, and her sister's a builder.
Okay.
It's the worst time to do it.
Yeah,
wait till it's a buyer's market.
So now,
house.
once
Well,
the
not my house,
housing
but selling
market
somebody else's.
crashes, what's the story about after the housing market crashes? I mean, that's good. They say it's going to happen in 2022, just like it happened to Lehman Brothers.
It'll probably be similar to what happened in 2000. Was it 2006 or 8 when it
I
happened
think
last
2008. Yeah, it was 2008.
Yep.
I'm pretty
I
sure was
think it's
the
going to
last
be. It'll
crash.
be similar. Yep, it'll be similar.
The only problem is that how come I've got a feeling that the banks are going to make lending almost impossible.
Probably.
I mean, come on. I mean, like, if you get stuck with all this housing stock you can't sell, then why would you make it so hard to borrow the money so you can buy some housing stock? I just don't understand that.
Well, you'll have to wait till they get there, and that's probably what they'll do. It'll make it easier to get financing.
Yeah.
So much money has been
if you
borrowed
want to
and
sell,
stuff.
if you're a seller, now's the time to sell. If you're a buyer, this is not the time to buy.
Oh, it's definitely the time to buy. No, not just now.
Yeah.
And that goes for people who are trying to buy up blocks of land, blocks of properties. This is not the time to do that. Anybody that's doing that is going to lose their butts.
Yeah, I'm in the process of selling somebody's house just now. Well, it's a family member's, but and it's just tricky thing.
Sitting there? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lady that does my daughter's nails. When they were selling their house, it was just at the beginning of this, and they sold it for over market value.
Oh, well, okay. You can just imagine what it'd be now.
They had people fighting to buy it.
Yeah.
It's because the pandemic basically created this market because of reasons that especially out in the suburbs, there's been more and more pressure to get people out of the cities because of the concerns. And the problem is that at the same time, inner city owners can't sell because nobody wants their house.
Yep.
And if you live out in the countryside, everybody wants your house.
You heard it outside. Yeah, well, the house I'm trying to sell is out in the country. So with any luck, it will sell, but I think it's going to take a while because people are just reluctant to buy. You know.
Yeah.
Understandably.
Yeah. Because they're going to pay way more than it's worth, and it's going to end up hurting.
Yep.
We need more
if they're
tiny
smart,
houses.
unfortunately for you, Andrew, if they're smart, they'll wait it out. Hopefully, you don't have house payment on that property.
Not on this one, no. Thankfully, so that's one less thing to sort of worry about, you know.
So that's good. Then you can afford to wait.
You know, the thing is, you can turn one of those Lowe's Home Depot sheds into a tiny house. The problem is that you're gonna have to put it on a trailer.
You know what you're going to start seeing? You're going to start seeing more people living in RVs.
I was thinking something about that the other day. Yeah, a lot of people actually been watching YouTube. They tend to enjoy that anyway. So not for me though. Not for me.
A lot of people do seem to like it. I don't think I would. I wouldn't mind.
I'd love to own one and sort of like do my own
and have vacations with it.
Definitely. Like that.
But not like permanently. I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it living in a motorhome or a tiny house if you...
No, Holly Undead sold her family's home and moved into a fifth wheel in a permanent lot that is, she pays like a trailer park, but it's for mobile homes.
All right, okay.
And she owns it.
Right.
And it's a beautiful fifth wheel.
Yeah, I can imagine. Right.
One of the things that I was telling about these 55 plus communities is you pay a monthly rental fee, but you own your mobile home. Okay. Yep. Well, what happens if they want you to move out? You have to take your mobile home somewhere. How hard is it to move them? They're not exactly easy. If they're single wide, they might be able to pull with a tractor trailer truck, but if it's a double wide, you're screwed.
They break them in half.
Yeah, they do break them in half. But then the problem is then you have to...
Another thing you could do there, though, Michelle, is either a modular or you could put a trailer on it. A RV.
Yeah, some of the RVs, I mean, they look that I've seen on here, like they look incredible, and I could maybe spend a few months in them.
Yeah, I saw
just
one with
traveling
a
about.
living room bigger than mine.
Nice.
I was like, what?
I don't
Beautiful,
know.
full washer and dryer hookups and everything.
I don't
You know,
know. Yeah,
RV.
I agree with you. It is an adjustment, especially since the fact, for example, I wanted to do that in a park. And the first thing is I said, where am I going to put my studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose adjusting, that's the thing.
Oh, what are you going to
yeah.
do? We're going to set up a gazebo in the backyard just so I could do my videos. And we know that somebody
Michelle.
isn't going to steal my camera gear.
You could get a Home Depot shed. Set it up in a Home Depot shed and lock it up.
Put your stuff in there.
Yep. You can have an office in the Home Depot shed.
So, I mean, I can see land right now. So, okay, Carolyn wants to come on now. Let me get her
Carolyn
on here.
made it. Yay, Carolyn.
Okay,
Hey, Carolyn.
Okay. Good morning, Carolyn. How you doing?
I made it.
You did. That's wonderful.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It took me a while.
Yeah, I know it did.
You did good.
Ugh.
Yeah, for being not tech savvy, I think so.
Never admit you're a boomer.
I hate summer.
And I mean a tech boomer, not a baby boomer.
Actually, I'm Generation Jones, which is right after the baby boomer generation.
Oh, right before me, Generation X.
I've never heard of that expression before, Generation Jones.
I don't know how old you are, Carolyn. I think we're almost in the same age group. Maybe, because I'm 53. Monica's about the same age. But either way, the issue of homelessness affects anybody's age groups. The most vulnerable are children.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. Yeah.
Because they can't do anything about it.
One of my biggest pet hates, I don't mean this to sound bad, is if I see somebody who's around my age or somebody who's younger and there's nothing physically wrong with them and I see them loafing about on the streets type of thing and it's the same faces and I see them and there's nothing wrong with them, I tend not to sort of give them anything, if that makes sense. But if I see somebody who's genuinely who has got problems and they're not getting help, but I will tend to sort of give them something if I can. But there's a lot of people that just they can easily work. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah.
There was a thing on a TV show here we have in America. I think it was 60 Minutes. It might have been Dateline, but this was years ago. People that were standing on the side of the road, begging for help, and then getting in a Mercedes or driving to a nice house at the end of the night. God! And so that made me jaded. But I know that they're.
It's a sensationalism. See, what the story is obviously covering a truth of the system. Right. But then everybody thinks all those down and outs are living like that.
No, they're not.
Or that they're eating steaks or filet mignon or have imported ice cream in a $60,000 freezer. The truth is that the large majority of those people that are really honestly begging on the side of the road are not driving home in Mercedes.
No, of course not. There's so many different things, so many different circumstances why
I
people
was
end
homeless
up.
For drugs.
Yeah.
And it's a hard existence.
Right. It happens.
Yep. It was a hard existence.
Yeah, it is hard existence.
I have a soft spot for the homeless. I always have. I've helped them. I even went and lived the homeless lifestyle to walk in the shoes of the homeless. I became homeless because I had a drug addict boyfriend who got me evicted out of my HUD housing.
Oh, wow.
He got raided, and I lost my housing. I lost my home. At least I had a truck to live in. But I had already been helping the homeless, so I knew what that was like.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to relocate to North Carolina, which, thank God, I'm not homeless. But it is a struggle when they're down that low.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, the problem is right now is for those people who basically are depending on the eviction moratorium to save their bacon. I'm sorry, your bacon has been burnt to a crisp. 2 weeks, it's over, and you're going to be asked to pay up or you're out the door.
And there's no money coming that we're aware of right now. So pay up.
No.
Some people put
That's
their
why we just kept paying. We just kept, even when I stopped working, we just kept paying our rent.
yes. Like I said, my friend in Virginia, she got on unemployment the minute COVID hit because they were paying that $600 a week, and she jumped on that bandwagon.
Yeah, I
Yep.
read your comment on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she got $168 plus the $600 a week, and
Yep.
rode the train till it ended.
Yep.
Did not look for a job, got a job for a small amount of days, then saw they were paying again $300 plus the income. Plus, she got a stipend for $3,000 to pay her rent during COVID.
Oh,
she-
wow.
She got all these benefits.
So
And-
you don't, in a way, it's understandable that she wouldn't even want to work, or do anything.
Yep.
Yes,
Well, that's the problem. That's exactly what's going on right now here in Utah.
Mhm.
Nobody's taking jobs. My
Right.
son is HR for Chick-fil-A, and
Yeah.
he can't find anybody to come work for him.
and that's
Okay.
what she's doing. She doesn't want to work now. She said, "Why should I?"
No, she makes what my husband makes. What my husband brings home, that's what she's making.
It's insane.
Never made that kind of money in her entire life.
It's good money.
So now she's deeper into drugs than she ever was.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Oh, does she have kids?
No, she's an adult, but it just frosts my ass that she uses the system,
Yes.
because there are people that are going to need it, that are going to become homeless because they can't pay their rent, that
Right.
aren't in the system, that need
Yeah.
those stimulus packages.
To
And
stay from being homeless or whatever, right?
And I cannot believe that she didn't put any money back that she can't pay her electricity. It's
Oh,
like,
That's crazy. Yeah.
When we got the stimulus money, we did not go crazy buying extra frivolous things with ours. We used it to
No.
pay the bills.
yeah.
we did too. I did too.
I mean,
I
I
did
didn't
too.
say I would not say I didn't buy anything, because I did buy
You
the
bought
other.
things you
I did
needed,
buy the
Michelle.
MacBook.
You bought things you needed, though. You needed that so that you could do your show outside where it's sometimes
Yeah,
cooler.
that's
Right
the
now,
thing.
it's
Yeah,
using it more than me at this point, but it still kind
And
of keeps
Michelle,
the.
you bought a used one. And
Yeah, I
not
know.
just a used one, a 10-year-old one.
I got my
2010 model. Yeah.
because
So
my central heating and air went down, so I got a window unit, air conditioner window unit, which was very well worth the money.
Mhm.
Yes, it will save you money. Yep.
Even though only one room stays as cool as I'd like it to stay, at least I have one room that's cool.
Yep.
right. That's true. All right, now we only got one window air conditioner, and that's it. So that's all I got.
That's
And
why
it's
I have
not in the
2
room
swamp
I stream
coolers.
from, unfortunately enough. But if I was to stream from that room, I could, but unfortunately, it would end up waking a bear. And then it would be a very grumpy bear if he had to get up listening to me talking all these hours in the morning.
I'm glad on your show, thanks to Leo. I've been hooked on it. I watch you daily when I can. So, and I like the fact where you're going with your show.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you had so much grief with the trolls.
Yeah, it's been hard for her. And some
Yeah.
of those trolls were her friends.
Yes, I can't imagine. I have
Well,
one.
we're really grateful that you're here. You are very well respected out in the
By
community.
the way, Carolyn,
so
did you take a listen to the AM 1610 Silvermoon radio yesterday?
No, I didn't know that was an option.
it gets right through Discord.
I
It's
missed it
in
as
the
well. I'm very
channel.
disappointed.
Next Sunday, I'll make sure you get a link, Carolyn. She
Okay.
plays old music. A lot of times she plays really old music, and sometimes 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's
And it's
That's
It's
a radio
just fun.
station type
yep, it's like a
program.
radio station. She talks between some of the songs,
yeah.
and sometimes she sings. And I'm okay with that because it means she's happy, and I like to hear Michelle happy. So
We should think about maybe a karaoke if you can arrange that.
That was
Maybe.
getting talked about the other day.
Right now,
Let's do
we're
it.
planning on working on an old time radio show right now,
yeah, you saw us talking about that, Carolyn,
I
and
gotta.
you want a part.
based on, well, since it's Silvermoon, we're thinking about maybe something based around the Blood Elves. So more like a new time radio show.
Yeah, but it'll still be fun.
Michelle, my
Yeah,
son,
still be
ex-son,
fun. And also, if you go to Inner Sanctum, I played some example or give some links to some actual old time radio shows if you never listened to them, including my favorite series called My Friend Irma, which you can listen to. It's hilariously funny. Cy Howard actually ran that show for a few years. They even went into a TV show, which there's very few episodes left anywhere. Oh, My Friend Irma TV show.
I'll have to take a look at it.
Yeah.
My ex-son-in-law was a World of Warcraft fanatic. He was on it from morning till night when he wasn't working, and I
Yeah.
started playing it a tiny bit, but then I didn't have a computer. That is a very fun, addicting game.
It is, especially when you look at it from the non-combat side of it.
Yeah, I don't do combat. I'm the non-violent person.
I actually just enjoy walking around the world, and
Yeah.
I only kill what I have to kill, and
Yeah.
I spend most of my time in Silvermoon and hang out with Jovia, which is innkeeper. Let me show you a picture of Jovia. I got it right here. Let me see. I did bookmark a picture.
I would like to say
Michelle,
hi.
it's simple. It's already. I know where it is. It's in the.
Michelle, she's trying to say hi to somebody. So
All right, go ahead.
I just want to say hi to the entire chat. Hello, everybody.
Okay.
The YouTube now that I'm on the chat side. So. Uh-oh. Andrew, I like your accent.
Thanks very much.
He's our favorite person to have on panel.
Oh, my God.
We just like that accent.
Yeah.
We've got a few different ones on here, though. Not all.
Charlotte has a very British London accent.
Yeah, Charlotte's a right Londoner.
By the way, that person that you're seeing right now is Bikila's girlfriend.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Her name is Jovia. She's the innkeeper of Silvermoon. Why do you think Bikila always goes home to Silvermoon?
She's pretty.
No, she is pretty. Very pretty ears on her. Unfortunately, the people of Wellhead still got the watermark in the back, and I can't get rid of that no matter what much I tried.
Is that your character on this game?
No, that's just not Bikila's character. I have pictures of that, which I'll post in a couple hours. Bikila's character is, well, right now, in fact, my internet right now is getting saturated. We'll probably just have to show you Bikila's character in a little while, because right now, if I do, it's going to seriously hose in the network. So,
it can change out in the wire. It can change. That's my phone voice.
I didn't mean to change the subject. I know the topic is homeless today. I kind of got carried away with talking about everything I wanted to tell you, Michelle.
That's okay. The show evolves constantly, in case you haven't noticed.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, the show always will evolve, because we don't want the drama. That was one of the most. Notice I keep mentioning that. It says your drama is not welcome here.
That happened to me on my channel. I have a number one rule that you can't bash any of my chatters and have any drama. Well, 2 people came into the show and they proceeded to bash one of my chatters, and they got timed out. Well, they got so pissed off that they were timed out, they've decided to declare war on me.
Okay.
Trolls my way and all kinds of crap.
Yep.
Because my mod was just doing what I asked my mod to do.
Yep.
You cut them out, and then you kick them out.
Yep.
And so they got offended, but that's my channel too.
Happens to me every time I do it over here too. Somebody gets mad and starts making alt accounts with offensive things, and yep, it's what happens.
It's just about fun and having fun, and got monetized stuff.
I think a lot of what happened with YouTube was the lockdown. I think a lot of people got bored.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, some of those people are toxic.
Yeah. See, I have a video that was 52 seconds long. It got 609,000 views.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It gave me enough watch hours to get monetized, but I'm
Yep.
fearful of going monetization because then the trolls really come out of the woodwork after you. So I'm hesitant.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to be hesitant over
You
things
sh-
like that. No.
No, just make sure that you keep your eye on your videos. Make sure you're following terms of service, and it won't matter. Block the trolls and ignore them. Don't feed into them. Don't show them blood.
And heaven forbid, watch out for the trolls. They're just try to straight full straight channels.
I see what you are going through. I have several other channels that are monetized that are going through it as well.
I know. I've gone through it.
Do I want to make that leap? I'm not sure yet.
Right now, FairTube is working with me to resolve some of the problems that we're having.
On Facebook, there's this group called FairTube, and it's kind of like a union for creators, especially smaller creators. And they've really been very, very helpful to Michelle.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah. So if that ever happens to you, join that group. I would highly recommend it.
You can also email them at hello@fairtubeinfo, and you can explain your situation to them if you have any problems, along with any supporting documentation. And I mean, they deal with all content creators of all sizes, and so the main thing is they're acting as a liaison between YouTube and you to make sure that you are being protected.
The only
on you go, Carol. Sorry.
The only reason I was going to get monetized is so that maybe at the end of that, and they send me money that I could go take my grandkids to the movies or a pizza or
Augment supplement your income a little bit. It's all Michelle wants to do too.
Not looking for $1 million, but anything that can help Michelle's definite side income. So
exactly. I mean, you guys are living on a fixed income.
I'm telling
you. So even $200 is a budget changer.
200 is way more than I would even ask for.
Well, they won't send you anything below 150. So you know what I mean.
So the approximately $200 I bring home each month is used to help. For example, if I can make sure the income stays steady, I could get my hair redone and trimmed and cut. It needs to be trimmed. It's gotten so long. It's like,
I hear you.
So I still want to go back to blonde. So that's like.
I'm glad I don't have these problems.
I get my hair cut once a year, whether I need it or not. That's it.
I shave mine off.
I decided not to dye it anymore. I'm going to leave it the color it is.
Which I suspect is probably salt and pepper.
No. I was a redhead, so.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm okay with it.
So it turns cinnamon and pepper.
Yeah, no, more like white.
So sugar and cinnamon. Okay.
Yeah, my hair is silver and I love it. Silver and blonde. Well, light brown, I guess. And I decided I love it. I think it looks good. I earned every bit of those gray hairs and I'm going to show them off.
Mine looks more blonde than it looks anything, but it's really white. White blonde.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, mine looks like highlights, really.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, right?
No, nothing wrong with that.
No, age gracefully.
Well, when you think about it, how much does it cost to go get your hair dyed at the salon these days?
Once you get your hair done the first time, they quoted me $85 for the first time, and then that would be like $60 a month for each month after that.
Update the roots. Yeah.
Let's do the roots. I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, the thing is this is where this is where the YouTube money comes in. This is where we're not talking about living high off the hog or eating filet mignon or anything like that. Just that's what the money's good for. I mean, it's a nice little side hustle. It helps to finance the things that I can't because the rent went up. So
ours did too.
Yeah,
everybody's rent's going up. Landlords.
Well, it's not just that. Taking care of yourself, doing your hair, your nails, makeup, stuff like that makes you feel good inside.
Yes.
When you look good outside, you feel good inside. When you feel good inside, you can do anything. There's nothing wrong with it, Michelle.
And it's also 90% attitude, 10% looks.
Yep, and that's the truth. Yeah, that is the truth.
You know, if you have a good attitude and a positive outlook, people look at you like.
Because I have these ears on, and because of summer, I usually put my nightcap on. The problem is that with this heat, I don't think I want to wear a nightcap even if I wasn't wearing the ears, because the sweat would be pouring out of my skull. Even though it is a more modern fabric nightcap, it would be to keep my hair from being all snarled up in the morning, and it's just like, just
Michelle, people wore nightcaps back in the 1920s.
It's so old-fashioned.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
if
gonna
it
bring
my
takes your
nightcap
hair,
is-
though, if it
That's
takes your
weird.
hair from,
The only nightcap I know of has got whiskey in it, but I don't know any others.
of course, back then they were wearing nightcaps made out of cotton.
Yes. I don't know too many people. I know some other people that wear the do-rags, but I really don't know too many people that wear a nightcap these days. And I'm older than you.
Yeah. Well, for me, it does
But
work
that's
out
the
fine.
thing.
But the problem is when it's this hot,
Yeah, I hear you.
you're not gonna wear it.
But that's one of the things I love
even
about
if you get the
Michelle
air
is
conditioner
she will
set
wear
on
her ears
basically,
out.
even if you get the air
I like-
conditioner set in Siberia, you're still not gonna wear it.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with my thyroid, and if the thyroid acts up, you sweat more. And so, yeah, I don't blame you with that nightcap.
Yeah, I got a level. I have underactive thyroid.
What state are you in, Michelle?
Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Okay. Yeah. Connecticut went through a heat wave not too long ago.
Right. It's going through one right now.
Oh shit.
It's hot.
And
It's
humid
hot.
here.
I mean, lucky I'm
It's
even up in the air
been
right now, because otherwise I would
norm-
basically be like, I don't want to go on site, but then I can't commit myself to coming into the show.
Yeah.
My hair is shoulder length. My hair is a little bit longer than shoulder length. Actually, it's down to my nipples.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Most
Michelle
people say
tells it how it
halfway
is.
down my back, rests on my shoulder blades. Michelle goes, it's down to my nipples.
I think it's my nips too, depending on if I have a bra on or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh lordy. If the bra's not on, possibly not. If the bra's on,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, right now my biggest thing is like as I said, my hair has gotten kind of unruly. So I gotta. How much money I get from the AdSense this month, thanks to help of Lolly, will be enough to probably at least get my hair trimmed up. I don't know about reblonded, but maybe I could get it blonded. But then again, I have to make sure I get enough money coming in next month to make sure I can get it retouched. But right now, if I can keep a stable $200, $300 a month coming in, that would be good. Then I could do it.
There's just not a way to guarantee that. But Michelle, and something else you could consider is highlights. Do a mixture of highlights and lowlights. Can be
Yeah.
so pretty.
That way it wouldn't notice the, what do they call that when you got that?
You could skip the root touch up if you had to.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, right now the thing is that the next question that everybody wants to know is what's going to happen with some of the money making schemes I see on YouTube, like this one I mentioned about the Ministry of Freedom, which was a couple days ago. But a guy from Indonesia saying is that you can sell marketing videos on your channel that advertisers will pay you to promote their products on your channel as affiliate
Oh,
marketing.
All right, okay.
Is that a scam?
I don't think it's practical.
Is that like where, like, okay, for example, everybody here probably knows Real Stream News, sponsored by
Yeah.
Ma Energy, or
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
or like
More like, for
Cleveland's.
example, let's say you're into you want to sell tech products, okay? So let's say, for example, a company says to you, "Hi, I make this awesome USB 3.0 hub. Would you like to put our YouTube video on your channel showing a new 25 port USB hub?" And then you're like, okay, so then you put the video on your channel, and then they're supposed to pay you for every time people watch their videos of their 25 port USB 3.0 hub.
See, I would say no to that, but if you want to send it to me and I could demo it on my channel, I'd be happy to do that.
Some people do that too.
That's how you do that, and you get a free product out of the deal.
Amazon Prime does that. They'll send you some things that they think you might be interested in. Like I have this camping friend, and they send him camp lights and they send him all kinds of camping equipment. He has to do a YouTube video about unboxing the camping equipment.
Ah, okay.
Right, yeah.
And they send him that item for free. Whatever items he's interested in camping wise.
Sometimes you get it for free. Sometimes you have to return it. It depends on
if it's
on
something
the
you
agreement.
like as well, that's actually quite a good thing. You know?
Yeah.
It is.
And he doesn't have to buy the said item. He just has to advertise it on his channel. Now that doesn't mean you're going to get money off of it, but
kind of doing the same thing with cosplay effects for the ears, because the difference is I was buying the ears, and then I talked to Dimitri, the owner of the shop, and I told him that I use his ears for everything on my show, and I wear them on and off camera, and I said, I like your ears. I said, would you be willing to work with me and maybe do a sponsorship? And he said, it sounds like he was willing to at least give me a free pair of ears anyway. And he did agree to make them a reinforced version with two times the latex to make them more durable. So obviously when the new ears come in the prototypes, we're going to give them a try. We're going to compare the ears and see how they do.
And then you put a link to him in the comments below, and if anybody is interested and mentions your name, then he knows that your advertising is doing good for him.
Actually, I have a tiny URL.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I think
I like
that's
that.
a really good idea.
I see my camera went out again.
That he sees that,
if you enter Snow Queen 10, you get 10% off or something like that. Yeah.
Even a small percentage is better than none. Everybody for a deal.
Right. Well, we talked about that too. Getting a discount code out there. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, what kind of product would you be interested in doing if you were to be offered something like that?
What's that?
Other than the elf ears, what other products would you be interested in?
I also think like the cooling down rags or the fans, the USB fans they send you because you're so hot right now. Amazon has a lot of choices in fans.
Yeah, I swear by the cooling down rags. I use 2 of them all summer long. One on my head, one on my neck.
I have a larger size that fits across my body that helps me in the evening with the fans, and then I have a smaller one on my neck. I think Michelle could benefit from something like that, but she has to pick her own interests, right, Andrew?
No, it's all right.
It's a suggestion, though. The one that I bought, the one that I use for my head, is $25. So, yeah, that's a substantial purchase.
One of the things that interested people was the fact is when I bought that non-slip tape and put it on my cell phone, and it's still on the phone, and it does make a difference in a positive way. Really,
I like the idea out in the wire.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, guys. The iPhone and many Android phones are as slippery as a politician. Especially if you're hot and you're sweaty and you're like, it's going to fall in your hands and go smash. You know that. It's just like. So what I did was I put this non-slip tape that's designed for swimming pools and for porch steps on my back of my phone. And it gives a good grip. Finally, I can grab the phone without feeling I'm going to drop it.
I put mine in an OtterBox, though, and it makes the phone so heavy.
Yeah, well,
my phone,
and they're expensive. She can't afford one.
Yeah.
But my phone has a battery back, has a Mophie juice pack. The same as my iPhone 4S. It's the same kind of thing, but it's an older version.
My grandson made me get the OtterBox because he said, don't get the insurance, Grandma. Get the OtterBox. It'll save you money in the long run. Your phone won't break if you drop it, and you'll be safe.
Yep,
So-
there's an old saying: when an apple falls, an OtterBox is there to catch it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would have been buying a couple phones by now.
Yeah, I've cracked a few phones in my time, unfortunately. Usually the Apple ones.
Yeah. You can't get away with $100 Apple repair.
Nope.
Oh, trust me, because it is an iPhone 8 and it's got the fingerprint sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Like Louis Russman said, is you might as well send that phone back to Apple for repair, because the minute they try to fix the wiring and the sensor, the screen is going to match serial number. It's going to have to be, they'd have to get the exact screen programmed in, and only Apple has that software to do it. So they're not making it available for repair shops unless they're Apple certified. So forget even changing the battery because it's the same problem. So just send the phone to Apple and have them fix it.
My closest Apple store is 40 minutes away. Do I want to spend the gas going there? If I had to, yes, but no.
Yeah, I'm about the same boat you are. Yeah, the nearest Apple store is about the same distance from me. So I probably would just ship it to Apple. Just take my SIM chip out of it, put my SIM chip back in my Android phone, ship it to Apple, and say, fix the damn thing and keep my personal life out of it. Okay, pal?
You learned that one from Lumi, didn't you, Michelle?
I won't hear that one from what? About
You got that little quip from Lumi.
This is Lemmy. Michelle was the one who said that. It's a line from What Dream of Kipadonna.
Oh, okay.
When he said to a mechanic, when he said because the stingray was in the shop, his barracuda was in the shop because he was using a stingray because his barracuda was overheating. He said, "Just fix the damn thing, keep my personal life out of it, okay, pal." It's because the guy mechanic said he blew a seal. Oh, you gotta listen to that song, "Wet Dream." It's weird. Every 2 years, I can't afford to replace my phone every 2 years. Hell no.
Me neither. I inherited a Apple 4S from my daughter-in-law. She was upgrading, and she gave me hers, and then it became obsolete. So I inherited a 6S from another family member, and then it became obsolete. And I was going to make the jump to the 8, but my grandson said, "Grandma, there's a contract right now. You can get the 11 for $10 a month cheaper than the 8. I want you to jump to the 11." So my whole phone bill is $40 a month, including 11. So I made the jump to the 11, and I'm very pleased and happy with it. I'm going to keep this 11 until it becomes obsolete.
Well, currently I got the iPhone 8, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's the last phone with it actually doesn't have that gosh damn notch on
It's
it.
the last phone with the button.
I do not want the notch on my phone. Apple, there are some things they will tolerate. There are some things they will not. First of all, you do not have to have wall-to-wall screen on the phone. Remember, I have to grab the damn thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a small bezel on my phone. Remember,
all the phones, Michelle, have
I like
the
that
notch
now.
now.
I know.
Yep.
I'm glad I made the leap, Michelle. I was so hesitant. It took my grandson like 3 hours to convince me that I didn't need that circle button on the 8. I was even going to pay more money per month to get the 8 because the 6 was becoming no more updates. And I made the leap 2 years ago, and I'm glad I did. I love the 11. It took me a small amount of time to get used to, and I'm so glad. It's so much easier.
Yeah, for me, I only ever had Androids as well. But then I tried an iPhone for the first time, and it took me ages.
I bought my iPhone 8 on Walmart.com. I actually bought it for about $160, I think.
Oh shoot!
But it has like 128 gigabytes of RAM or 256 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
I
got the 500, double the RAM, because he told me if you want it to last longer for years to come, you double the RAM on it. So I did that.
Well, I know theoretically speaking, 64 gigabytes would have been fine.
Yeah.
I decided to go with the 256 because the fact is, unlike an Android phone, there's no removable TF flash cards. You can't take the card out and upgrade the memory that way.
You know more about it than I do.
Yeah.
I'm not touching the sides or doing anything because if I do, it'll be screwed up and I'll be without a phone.
Right.
So I was just going to ask Andrew and Carolyn, are you guys using a microphone or just the microphone on your phones?
I'm actually on my PC just now. So it's
Do I
A
sound
regular microphone?
yeah, a headset and stuff like that. just now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone? Does it sound bad?
No, I just think,
No,
I was just wondering if Michelle can turn you up a little bit because she seems to not hear you very much.
Oh, okay. Let me turn my.
Michelle.
Okay.
Well, my headset's really loud. I actually have to bend the microphone away from my head and turn my volume down. So I just don't know if it's something you can do or something she can do, but
I
she
might
hears me.
invest in a microphone later on down the road.
Yeah, a headset, a cheap one
Yeah,
that just plugs into the bottom of your phone. Yep, that's what I would recommend.
How you doing, Blueberry Mochi?
Yes.
Agreed on that out there.
Thank you so much. You're so welcome.
Don't forget, guys, your donations are always welcome here. Don't forget, we do have Super Chat on if you guys would like to donate or join our Patreon page. If you join the Patreon page, you get a chance to explore some of the things that we don't do on YouTube that maybe you missed out on, like the AM Silvermoon Radio AM 1610 show that is on right now Sunday nights on Discord at 7 p.m. to around midnight.
And don't forget to
Thank you
mention,
very
Michelle,
much for the donation. Much appreciated for subscribing. Much help. Much thank you.
But don't forget to mention, Michelle, that sometimes the shows aren't fit for YouTube are put on Patreon, depending on how bad they are.
Right. Sometimes the shows that we feel are important to keep around, we'll just move them from YouTube to Patreon.
You know, also, I'd like to say, don't forget to hit the like. And if you can't donate and you're financially not able to, at least watch the complete ad that comes on. Don't skip the ad because that makes for a half a penny more. It does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Watch the entire ad if you can help way, because every little bit does help.
Exactly.
Unlike some YouTube channels, you will notice that we do not have any mid-roll ads. We do not put ads in the middle of the show. At this point. Now, I'm not saying we'll never do it, but at this point, we're not. So you will always see lower thirds ads. You always will see those, but you will never see advertising showing up in the middle of the show, cutting the show up into pieces of chunks of unexpected breaks. Some YouTube channels, especially the non-monetized ones, because the changes to YouTube, non-monetized channels get stuck with ads in the middle of the shows that they cannot control. If you are monetized, you do have the control of actually if you choose mid rolls or not. I chose not to have mid rolls. Rusty, come on. Yes, it's my cat.
We need Rusty to say hi, Michelle.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get him on this camera. Just give me a second.
He knows I'm here. He knows I want to see him.
Yeah.
I have two cats, Simon and Schuster, and I love my cats.
Their names are Simon and Schuster. That's too cute. Are they brothers?
No, Schuster's a girl, Simon's a boy.
Oh, okay, okay.
My son had me get cats when my dog died. He said I needed cats, and he rescued them for me.
Rusty right there. That's the cat.
From the rescue, and then he paid it forward and rescued two others. So if somebody didn't have the money, I've had them for 6 years, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, hi, handsome. He's so handsome. Look at that cat.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a sandy type color cat.
Yeah, but he's gorgeous.
Seems to get bigger every time I see him.
Takes up the whole desk when he's on it because he's so big.
It seems like he's still got his winter coat.
Look how big look how big his paw is compared to my hand.
Yeah, that's not just a fat cat. That's a muscular cat.
He is a big kitty.
Yep.
Big free cat. Yeah. So anyway, people always wondering me about these ears. So anyway, Cosplay FX is the seller of these ears, and I'm hoping to be getting some new ears from them as prototypes that are extra thick latex ears. I can give you a link, a tiny URL to his old site. Come on, Rusty. Come on. Get that. I got that phone. So here is, for those of you who want to get Blood Elf ears, here is how to get the same ears that I have. And it is http://www.tinyurl.com Blood Elf ears 2. There also says Blood Elf ears 1, but that's not that. If you want the other link from the same company, it's http://www.tinyurl.com Blood Elf ears. I didn't spell wrong. You spelled ears wrong. Ah, man. http://www.tinyurl.com Blood Elf ears. Okay, so there you go. That's how you can find them. Blood Elf ears. And the store's called Cosplay FX from the Ukraine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you can check them out there. We have 2 cats named Gumball and Woolly Bear. Okay. Well, guys, it's actually almost time for me to get ready to go to the soup kitchen to get the food. But that's something else I want to remind people about. Please don't forget to support your local soup kitchens right now, because they are seriously feeding a lot of people right now during this pandemic, because costs have gone through the roof, even for them for supplies. I don't pay for that stuff. I don't have any kind of stuff packages. First of all, I don't even watch much TV anymore. I watch just YouTube, and yes, I watch it with the ads. Because it doesn't usually bother me. But I do wanted to point out, as I was saying earlier, is that, as you know, the new YouTube policy is that even if you're non-monetized, they're still going to run ads against your content. And there's a reason behind this. It is not to punish the small guys. It's to protect YouTube's bottom line. Not so much from the small fry, but the big fry. They like people like Logan Paul and PewDiePie, for example, who bring in millions of dollars of advertising revenue to YouTube, including Mr. Beast. If any of these guys if any of these lose the monetization or whatever, YouTube would lose millions of dollars if they didn't run their ads. So what they're doing is they're created this policy more to protect their bottom line, so that they can still make revenue from the content, those content creators' products. Small fries, normally they don't make money on you guys, but now they're going to make money on the small fries. So, unfortunately, the small fries are not going to be able to control ad placement. They're not going to be able to control where the ads are, what kind of ads. They're going to be at full control for YouTube. If you're monetized, if you're lucky enough to be monetized, you do get control to some extent. But for example, in my case, I have said to YouTube strictly, I do not want mid-roll ads in my videos at all. Okay, I don't mind ads in the beginning. I don't mind lines in the ad. And I don't mind lower thirds. They don't bother me. But for God's sakes, please, no mid-rolls. Because it's so irritating.
I know. I don't think they'll listen, but I get you.
Right, because I am monetized, I do have that control to say no mid-roll, and I can mean it. But if you are not monetized and they start showing ads in your shows, you don't have a choice. So just keep that in mind. Yes, right now Charlotte. A lot of people are using food banks. Absolutely.
Yeah, even working people as well. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Because the price of food has gone through the roof because of
Absolutely.
production
That's
or
crazy.
whatever.
I can't believe how much it's gone up.
So, anyway, the point is, guys, I want to thank you all for coming to the show, everybody. And I hope that you will all do me a favor and share these shows with your friends, your family, and do put a like in the like jar, guys. It really does help. I don't know exactly what it does for the algorithm, but a like doesn't hurt to do. It's at least
It's all about interactions, having a chat that's moving, having comments, having people leaving
right.
thumbs up or down. It's all about
And commenting
successful
too.
interaction with your channel.
And
Absolutely.
also, eventually, YouTube is going to be expanding the applaud feature for more videos that are not live stream videos, where you can still get donations like super chats for videos that are not live streams. So you could still donate to a creator that mostly uploads just vlogs and bcast. They can still get super chat if they're monetized. It's just they'll be called under the applaud or plus feature. That's something that they're working on right now. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming on the morning show. Don't forget, for those of you that are new, the morning shows are Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. United States Eastern Time. Okay. We tend to run from 10:30 to 10 to 11:30 or ish, and it's a little longer. Usually no later than 12 because I got to go to the soup kitchen to get the food because the soup kitchen closes at 12:30 and I have to walk up there every day. We also will having a night stream on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And don't forget, we do have the morning show on Saturday too at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're more than
same,
welcome.
Michelle. Thanks for having me up.
You're both always welcome.
Okay. Always, I'm glad to have you on the show, Andrew. I hope that you'll be on tomorrow. And
I will be on, but a bit later because I finish at 3. So
okay.
Okay. And Carolyn, same for you. You're welcome to come tomorrow too.
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come tomorrow on the show.
Everybody can come anytime, huh, Michelle?
Yeah. And if any of the mods ever want to talk in the Inner Sanctum or in the NASQ support group, I talk to you even off the show too. We're always in contact every
Michelle,
day.
even privately through direct message.
Right.
we'd be in the water out in the wire.
All right, guys. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to drop off here, Michelle.
All right.
Yep, same.
Thanks, everyone, for joining.
All right.
Speak to you soon.
Yep. See you soon. See you tomorrow, Andrew.
No problem.
Yeah. Bye-bye. And, of course, we've had a good show today. And, we were trying to grow this channel. We're going to try to make this channel one where we can be more educated, more, knowledgeable about real-world issues. Well, it has low hairs in it. Well, in the water, is the UK and Eastern time? I don't know. That's a good question, but I'm sure the other countries that have Eastern time zones. So just makes sense to just cover your base and know it's the United States Eastern time, because I'm sure there are more than one country that has some time zones that are ambiguous. So best to protect yourself. All right, guys. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.